Professor Holden prided himself on being the most logical mind on campus. But today his logic had turned into a weapon, pointed at 14-year-old Maya Rivers, who stood trembling in front of the classroom. All she had done was answer a simple question during career day. "My dad works for NASA." But the room had erupted in snickers, and Holden had folded his arms, eyebrows raised in cold disbelief. "Maya, enough with the fantasies," he'd said loudly, pacing beside her desk as if putting her on trial. "NASA doesn't just hire anyone, and certainly not for the kind of missions you're implying. Tell the truth. Your father is not an astronaut." Maya's throat tightened, heat burning behind her eyes as 30 pairs of judgmental faces stared at her. She had always known her father's job wasn't something kids saw every day, but she never expected her honesty to be treated like a lie. She sank into her seat, whispering, "He is an astronaut." But Holden dismissed her with a sharp wave of his hand. "We value integrity here. Making up stories to impress your classmates accomplishes nothing." The humiliation clung to her like smoke. But before she could force herself to endure the rest of the period, the classroom door slid open. A tall figure stepped inside, broad-shouldered, steady, and dressed in the unmistakable white and silver, pressurized suit that only someone returning from a training simulation would wear. His helmet was tucked beneath his arm, boots still dusty with red Martian simulation sand. For a moment, the room went silent. Even the projector stopped humming. Holden blinked, swallowing hard. "See, can I help you?" The man's dark eyes scanned the room until they found Maya small, sinking in her chair, cheeks wet. Instantly, his expression softened. "Hey, Peanut," he said, his voice warm and proud. "Sorry I'm late. NASA rescheduled our docking simulations, and I had to come straight from the hangar." A gasp rolled across the room. Holden's face drained of color. "Why, you're Commander Rivers." Maya's father nodded, lead engineer on the Ares 6 deep space mission. The professor nearly choked. "I apologize. I didn't realize." "You didn't need to realize," Commander Rivers said calmly, placing a protective hand on his daughter's shoulder. "You just needed to believe her." Maya lifted her head, pride glowing through the tears as her classmates stared in stunned silence. Holden shrank back, exposed by the truth he had tried to crush, while Maya stood taller than she ever had. Not because her father walked in wearing space gear, but because he had walked in and proved she never needed to lie to be extraordinary.